You're handing your kids the same uphill financial battle that you had to face, and it's got to stop. This topic is super personal to me. My family has been in Canada for many, many generations. And it's like we work our entire lives, we build something up, but every generation starts from scratch. It's like we start from zero over and over and over again. It keeps each generation focused on coping instead of building. We prioritize comfort, sacrifice our long-term plan for short-term relief. This turns capable families into perpetual failures. Not because we don't care, because we're too focused on surviving. Nothing gets carried forward. Principles, values, habits, they all disappear. We're all thinking about ourselves and the life that we want to live, and that's totally fine. But what if you were the one that breaks the cycle? What if you were the one that interrupted the pattern? What if you're the person that could create an indestructible wealth snowball that allows your family to have a say in exactly how they want their future to go? You had the resources to control your decision making. Look, I get it. Here's what you think the problem is. Your parents worked really hard. You're working really hard. And it's like you started from scratch. Your parents started from scratch. You're starting from scratch. And hopefully, if you keep hanging out with me, your next generation won't start from scratch. But that's not the problem. The problem is right from the start. Every dollar that you're earning is flowing through a system that is designed to work for somebody else and not work for you. We need to change the system and take advantage of your most valuable asset, which is your time. We take time plus money, and that equals compounding, which creates wealth. It's really simple. Picture this. You're sitting at the kitchen table, you're relaxing, you've got the bills all pushed aside, your phone is out, it's open, you're looking at a full calendar. Your kid walks up, says, hey, mom or dad, they got a program or a sport or something that they want to start, like want to get started. And you're thinking about it, and instinctively, because you love your kids, you say, yes, of course, we can make that happen. So kid goes away, you pull out your phone, you're checking the accounts. You're like, we can make this work. We always find a way to make it work until we can't, until the next big thing shows up. Because it starts with a summer camp, then it's hockey, then eventually it's a car, it's tuition, it's the first home, the first business. Have you ever noticed in life, all the big milestones always arrive right on time? It's never the right time, but they're always right on time. Each of these big decisions that we make in life they're big enough to justify a plan, justify creating some kind of a structure or process, but you stop yourself because it's like, where do I start? What resources do I need? Who do I have in my corner? It just creates a constant pressure that you're always having to deal with. Money's always moving, things are always flowing, but nothing feels intentional. You're constantly stuck in this mindset of delaying. It's always one day, someday down the road. Once we get the kids through school, or once we pay off the mortgage, or once we do this, or once we do that. And we're constantly delaying the wealth building process, educating ourselves, moving in a direction, building a plan. But more importantly, worse than that, is we're not having these conversations with our kids. We're not talking to our kids about money. We're not talking to our kids about what it means to create wealth or have a plan or a vision for their future and how to work backwards and how to build something. We were taught from a very young age that you don't talk about money, which is absolutely ridiculous, especially if you consider how, for lack of better terms, how proficient or how much knowledge the average person has as it relates to money, business, and wealth creating. Most people don't have any idea where to start because we're not talking about it. So what gets diluted? It's the vision for the future and what's possible for yourself and for your children. Showing kids little tiny things to start. And by kids, I mean anything from a 5-year-old, even younger, to a 10, 15, even a 20-year-old. Maybe you're watching this video and you have children that are in their early adult years. But starting early, even with something small. So I'll give you an example. What would you rather have? Would you rather have $1 million today or 1 penny doubled for 30 days? Take a minute, leave a comment, let me know your answer. Let's see what happens. So which one of you are kicking yourselves right now? Who took the million? It's okay. This is all about education. And what we're doing here on this channel is we're showing you what you can't see. We're uncovering the unseen. So what ends up getting quietly sacrificed? It's an opportunity to fund a life free of worry and disruption. What are some of the statistics saying? Many marriages end in divorce. And what's the primary reason why there's a marital breakdown? It comes down to something as ridiculous as a tool. And that tool is called money. That's all money is. When in your lifetime are you ever going to not need money or access to cash? It's not going to happen. Never. It doesn't matter what the thing is. It doesn't matter if it's school or a car or a business or a health concern or a renovation. If I already know that I already always need something, why would I not be working toward creating a plan to make sure that I always have it? Right? So if this was 200 years ago, we know that we need food. We know that we need crops. So what do? They plant seeds, they till the land, and they grow the crops. So if we know that we always need capital, why would we not be figuring out how to grow our own capital so we always have access to it? So here's the uncomfortable truth. We need time to compound our wealth. And time is going by whether we use it or not. This video is not about saving for your child's future. This is about breaking a cycle. It's about designing a system that grows with your children for life and that will have an impact on generations to follow. I'm speaking to you here from experience. And not only have I helped hundreds of families do exactly what I'm talking about, implement a system that will have an immediate impact on what they're doing today and have an impact on generations to come, I also have two children. I have a teenage son and a teenage daughter. And I kind of have a little fun with this because I look at them like a little project, right? Because they're starting out in life. They want to accomplish things. I'm not talking about creating a silver spoon scenario here where your kids are weak and feeble and they don't know how to go out and fend for themselves. Both of my kids work really hard. They're in sports. They get up, they grind every day. We teach them discipline. We have good conversations with them. We're teaching them about life and teaching them what's to come. We're sharing with them about things that mom and dad are working on and what we're looking to accomplish and how we're putting together a program for our family. We're working together. We're teaching them basic principles and structures that they can put in place so that when they're ready to do the things, buy their first car, start that first business, buy a home, maybe get married, go to school, whatever it is, they actually have a plan and they have a system in place and they know exactly what they need to do in order to get what they want to get done. My whole objective as a parent is to put my kids in a position where they have the resources that they need so that they can enjoy their most precious asset, which is time. If you're anything like me, if you're in my age range, you might be dealing with the same situation that I'm dealing with, many of my friends, and lots of my clients, which is aging parents who are not financially well. And I love my parents, but that is a huge disrespect, a huge problem that people in our age range are dealing with because we're trying to figure out how to take care of ourselves. The cost of living is exploding. Everything's getting out of control cost-wise. And now we have parents that we have to deal with as well because we're not going to let our parents live on the street. We're going to take care of them. So with this type of a process that we're putting in place, the plan that we're working on with our kids, I promised my kids from a very early age, if I'm not in a situation where I can help them and have a big impact on them financially, I told them, I promise you, I will not be a burden to you. At the very least, I will take care of myself. And so as parents, yeah, we take care of our kids, but then it becomes their time to live their life and to build something for their future and to take care of themselves. And we work together as a family, but I will not become a burden to them. That's our responsibility as parents. Money isn't the goal here. Money's just the path. Stop waiting for the perfect time to help your kids get a head start in life and start intentionally designing a system now to help them get what they want out of life. Let time do the work. So I'm a huge YouTube fan. I want to give a big shout out to Jesse on Fire for this amazing coaching that I got from his video. Guys, my content's not free, so like, share, and subscribe. That's your deposit, if you will, into listening to this valuable content. So leave a comment, join the conversation as we explore how to make sure that you and your family are the primary beneficiaries of the cash flowing through your life.